Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Game-Based Learning in the World Language Classroom. The why, what, and how. We're on section 3 of my book, The How. I'm telling you how to use games in your classroom. My name is Madame Sensei. I teach Spanish, French, and Japanese to high schoolers out here in the beautiful Pacific Northwest. Oh, I forgot English. I'm going to have to start adding English to that. Please help me tweak these games. Help me come up with more ideas of these games. You can reach me at the Minecraft Education Ambassadors, the Duolingo Educators Network, Roxem. We're going to talk about Roxem a lot in the next 3 episodes, or at studio-nemo.com. We're on chapter 20 of my book, A Multitude of Musical Games. In our previous episodes, we had a lot of episodes talking about different drawing games. All right, now first of all, why music? I mean, obviously, you probably already know because you're a language teacher. Music occurs in the same area of the brain as language and math. But more importantly, music is repetitious, and we need that repetition to aid in long-term memory retention. Whenever I learn a new language, the words and the phrases go around in my head just like a song. Doesn't it feel the same when you're learning a language as when you're learning a song? So this idea of music and language going hand in hand has been around in my head since I was a wee little child growing up in the 70s, because I grew up with something wonderful called Schoolhouse Rock. Okay, in 1973, there was an advertising man. His name was David McCall, and he was super irritated that his son flunked a multiplication tables test. He knew full well that his kid had memorized all the words to whatever popular song was playing on the radio of the day. Why can't he memorize his multiplication tables? So McCall and musician Bob Dorough, who's absolutely amazing, they sat down, they created Schoolhouse Rock. And this is just, it used to be like in between our Saturday morning cartoons, there'd be a 3-minute song about the multiplication tables, about some fact of history. And I got A+++ in my 7th grade history class because I knew the words of the preamble from Schoolhouse Rock. Okay, I don't know how I would have gotten through a math test in elementary school without Schoolhouse Rock. There's just so much that it taught me. So that's been kicking around in my head since I was a student. And now that I'm a teacher, I want to leverage that. So chances are whatever language you're teaching doesn't have anything as wonderful as Schoolhouse Rock. Some of your textbooks will have a couple of songs. I know my students like the very first song in Beyond D, but all the other ones are kind of dumb. Or I still have all the old songs from Realidades kicking around for my Spanish classes, and there's the mambo, que te gusta hacer is like they'll listen to that, But maybe you've scoured YouTube and you've got Le Verbe Avoir, which is the old version is pretty funny with the visuals, except for they changed it because one of the visuals was not good. All right. Or I absolutely love the 1 semester Spanish love song. And then he made a sequel, the 2nd semester Spanish love song. So that's always really good. Alain Lele has a bunch of really cute stuff. Okay. The students love the rainbow song here. Of course, there's Basho and Friends, has a ton of stuff. And absolutely, Senor Woolley. Absolutely, Senor Woolley. But I will say that I think the earlier Senor Woolleys match my early levels better than his later stuff. His later stuff is a little too inaccessible for them unless I scaffold an awful lot. But Senor Woolley is as close as we're going to get to Schoolhouse Rock. Notice I don't have anything Japanese here. Nothing Japanese here. Japanese, I'm sorry, it's going to be all anime stuff because there's, lots of folks. We'll talk about the stuff. Okay, hold on. I got lots of good ideas. But to introduce this to my students, why we're going to be listening to so much music and singing so much music and dancing to so much music, I first of all show this to my class, and I ask all my band and choir students, what are these things? And they're very quick to point out these are repeat symbols. Okay, music has structure and pattern just like language does. Then I give them lyrics. And I usually do Daft Punk because I think this is funny. And my French students know that Daft Punk is French, or at least they know after I introduce them to Daft Punk. All right. So Is this going to be hard to memorize? No. Okay, but I got to show them the repetition. All right, and I need their buy-in. I need their buy-in so much before we do anything like this because a lot of students are just too shy. So, most obvious way to start is teach your students a song. It can be a folk song. It can be a highly repetitious pop song. In general, don't let it be a translation of an English song, okay? Because you really want to embed your culture in as much as you can. You can let your students choose a song if you like, if they know a song, or you can give them a choice between several, okay? But, you know, teach them the song because that's how they're going to have access to those words. Here's me conducting my students in a dance. Here's two students. They made their own dance to the song, and it was absolutely amazing. These two, they're going to be professional ballerinas someday. And then before the pandemic, we used to go class to class. We used to like flash mob other classes. I'd get my colleagues' permission, and you know, they'd be in math class doing something, and then we'd bust in, and the math students thought it was great. Oh, yay, we get a break from something. And my students thought it was great because it was like the easiest A they ever got. We just bust in and sing for them. And it was good advertising for the language program, and it was a lot of fun. Post-pandemic, here we're doing it outside, but it's not the same. And I just haven't been able to, maybe because I broke my leg, you can see my legs in a cast here. I haven't been going class to class lately. All right, so I'm going to get really, really in-depth into music because you know me, I'm a nerd and I nerd out about everything I talk about. So we're going to break this into a smaller thing, and I can't see, I don't know what happened to my clock. There we go. Oh, good. We're under 10 minutes. Okay, so part 2 next time. Hope to see you there.